I was woken up by the crackling sound of static on the TV. Groggily, I sat up from the couch and kicked the old antique, but it didn't respond. I wasn't too surprised, though, since it had been snowing heavily all week. The TV going on strike was a common occurrence. Maybe it would fix itself once the weather cleared up. I was about to go back to sleep when I suddenly remembered the dog language translator I bought yesterday was still unopened. It's that thing called the dog button, which supposedly lets dogs press buttons to talk to their owners. I spread the buttons on the floor and dragged the dog over, but it didn't even glance at them. Well, that was a waste of money. A few days later, I was sprawled on the couch watching TV, completely absorbed, when suddenly I heard a voice behind me say, "Stranger." I jolted and turned around to see my dog lying on the floor, its paw pressing the stranger button, staring at me intently as if to say, "I didn't press the wrong button. There really is a stranger." Just as I was processing this, another button sounded. "Come here." My heart was pounding and my palms and forehead were sweaty. This was getting creepy. I shook my head hard, trying to dismiss the thought, but the voice kept echoing in my mind like a curse. Finally, unable to take it anymore, I went upstairs, lay down on my bed, and thought maybe a nap would help me forget. I must have slept for about an hour when a loud crash woke me up. It was the front door. The glass had shattered. I jumped up and clung to the window, looking outside, wondering who was trying to break in. But there was no one there. Wait, what was that? Something was standing in the bushes, tall and thin, with skin so pale it was almost blue. It had no mouth or nose, just two hollow black eyes staring right at me. Even more terrifying was that it had 4 arms, 2 on its shoulders and 2 extending from its back like spider legs. Suddenly, it wobbled to its feet, its head spinning like a bobblehead, then let out a couple of roars followed by a shrill scream that pierced my eardrums. Before I could react, it darted into the woods and disappeared in the blink of an eye. Since then, I've never seen it again, but every midnight, the sound of the wind outside is always mixed with the faint whispers of, "Stranger, come here."